and sit down.
When I use a gaming laptop, I tend to focus on how games look on it. The Lenovo Legion Y720, $1,029.59 to start, $1,169.99 as tested, however, impressed me more by how it sounds. Sure, it has a VR-ready Nvidia GeForce GTX 1060 GPU and an Intel Core i7-7700HQ processor, but I was wowed by just how loud the speakers got. There are a few other cool features, like the integrated Xbox One wireless controller adapter and the RGB backlit keyboard. But if you want the best performance at this price point, there are definitely faster options out there. Design. This is one ugly notebook, in a sort of mid-2000s goth kind of way. It maintains the stereotypical black and red coloring of gaming notebooks, but with some touches that make you question who designed it. The aluminum lid features Lenovo's logo in the top left-hand corner and its red, Y-series logo in the center. If that were it, the design would be mediocre and boring, but fine. The big issue is a pattern on the lid, also in black, that looks like it belongs on a flannel shirt. I think I saw some of the kids in my high school wearing this pattern at some point. Kids who dressed in all black, listened to My Chemical Romance on loop on their iPod minis and complained about how, sigh, their parents are so uncool. No one I showed this design to had anything positive to say about it. Along the exterior are two black metal speakers with red underlay that give the laptop an angular, aggressive look. The inside is a little better. Lifting the lid reveals a 15.6-inch display, though surrounded by a thick bezel, with more red speakers above the keyboard and number pad, a soft touch deck and a touchpad surrounded by red accents. At 6.8 pounds and 15 x 10.9 x 1.1 inches, the Y720 is significantly heftier than its competitors. The Acer Predator Helios 3000, 5.5 pounds, 15.4 x 10.5 x 1.4 inches, MSI Pay 60 Prestige, 5.4 pounds, 15.1 x 10.2 x 1.1 inches, and Origin PCE 15S, 5.2 pounds, 14.9 x 10.5 x 1 inches, are all more than a pound lighter. The Legion has all the ports you'll need for gaming peripherals and even VR. On its left side are a lock slot, an Ethernet jack, a USB 3.0 port and a headphone jack. The right side is home to a Thunderbolt 3 port, mini display port, a pair of USB 3.0 ports and an HDMI output. The only noticeable omission is the lack of an SD card slot, which is nice to have just for productivity. Display. The Legion Y720's 15.6-inch, 1080p display is dim and bland. The first thing I did when I got this notebook was try to crank the brightness up further, but nope, it only goes so high. When I watched the trailer for Thor, Ragnarok, the Asgardian's bright red cape appeared a darker shade of crimson than it should have, but the Hulk appeared the right shade of jade. I could even make out some stubble on the Hulk's gamma-irradiated chin. The screen just isn't very bright, measuring an average of 210 nits in our light meter. It's below the average, 271 nits, as well as the showings by the Predator, 226, and Origin, 276 nits. Only the Prestige was dimmer, at 192 nits. When I jumped into a battle in Mass Effect Andromeda, I found the brightest setting was just good enough, with decent color. However, the red and blue accents on Alec and Ryder's spacesuits didn't pop against the white and black armor. The screen covers just 73% of the sRGB color gamut. That's far behind the mainstream average, 95%, and showings by competitors like the Predator, 81%, Origin, 118%, and Prestige, 133%.